what tag?
Do you think I'll multitask? I don't know. Eh?
Continue.
You know, I'm poor in multitasking.
Continue. Hello and good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are tuned in. Welcome once again on this platform, your Word Cafe. We love you and we hope God has been good to you and God has given you good health for you to how to join this stream. It means there is some health. Karibu bwana Vititi, leo ni ile siku tunakuanga na pizza.
Yes.
You normally used to say when it is a Sunday.
You know how we do. We are at Bustan. In fact, I'm actually on my Instagram page, and I've just posted this sumptuous, juicy pizza, chicken, peri peri.
This is tikka.
This is
Tikka.
Chicken tikka.
Yeah.
Yes, best pizza in town, ladies and gentlemen.
Home of pizza.
Home of pizza.
How have you been? Wiki imekuwaje?
Wiki imekuwa.
By the way, you know chicken?
Chicken tikka.
Chicken tikka.
Yes. Let me just tag them at Bustan.
At Bustan
Restaurant.
Yes. Bustan with an N.
Bustan, bustan.ke.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Correct. Umewataga?
Nimewataga.
Oh, nikutaga.
Usinkoroge tafadhali.
Yeah, that is pizza manenos.
Yes, guys, and it's a reality. Best pizza in town. You buy one, you get one free. And it's king size. Look at it. Look at this. Awesome.
Okay.
Bring your girlfriend, bring your wife.
You can
bring
order,
your friends.
You can order at home, by the way.
You can even order at home. Come and do your events here at Bustan. Ladies and gentlemen, their meals are sumptuous. You can take it from VTT. Yes.
Yeah. Wiki imekupeleka vipi?
Wiki imekuwa sawa. Tunashukuru Mungu. All is well.
All is well.
Yes.
Kabisa?
Kabisa. Motherland tupo hapa inamaanisha tuko sawa.
Tuko sawa?
Yes.
Okay. Niruhusu, yes, thank you. Nisaidie na simu. I want to share something hapa. Yeah, unadunga tu. Watu wako wanaomba link.
Yes, tuiweke wafuatilie kwenye mtandao.
Wacha nikupe sasa hivi. Okay. Ngoja tumalizane na mambo ya linki. Okay. So
linki aja.
Linki kabisa Alright. Unaenda tu pale YouTube, unatafuta Word Cafe by Fred Saisi.
Good.
Utakuta ndio video kabisa iko live kwa sasa.
Ina premiere.
Hakuna cha kupremiere, hii ni live.
Hii ni live.
Hakuna kupremiere.
Safi kabisa.
Yeah. Then unasema share hapo unapata linki. Basi habari ndio hiyo.
Share kabisa kabisa.
Kwa Ochembo Senior ama Ochembo Junior?
Senior.
Ochembo Senior.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mada kuu ya leo iko hapo kwenye link, nafikiri umeiona, lakini choosing you.
Umeweka kwenye mtandao upi?
Hapo WhatsApp.
Naiona imeingia sasa. Mambo ya mtandao, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We are living in the 2021 where kila kitu ni swadakta mara moja shambamba. Tunakuwa tumeupata. Okay. Link nimeipata. Okay guys, those who have been asking me where's the link, Patrick and team, find it right there.
The reason for our... Okay, umemaliza?
Nimemaliza.
Watumia.
Nimeshaituma.
Watumia? Good.
Ipo tayari.
Alright.
So wakidunga wanaipata.
Wanakamata?
Wanasonga nalo. Good.
There is a new language in town, Wakamwaya. Okay.
Ati Wangamwaya.
Now,
watu wa wash.
Mada ya leo hiyo. Choosing you. I have a horrific scene, not too horrible, but naona bwana. Actually, this is a real photo, an actual photo. Of a guy jumping from 6-story building, should be? Yeah, 5-story building in Mombasa, Central Business District.
I actually watched, is it the one that happened at Mwembetayari?
Yes.
Yeah, I have that clip and it's horrific. It is.
Now, this is not what is worrying me.
Yes, what is worrying you?
What's worrying me is, yes, in the last few years, there is growing alarm in Kenya over a shocking rise in the number of suicides in the country.
True.
According to police data, almost 500 people are reported to have killed themselves in 3 months.
More deaths than even what COVID is bringing. In 3 months. That is shocking. But it's sending a message.
3 months?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Hey. So, in 2020, Kenya National, in KNHCR, Human Rights,
yes,
had indicated that 1,442 Kenyans attempted suicide.
That is staggering. 1,000. But they all that number attempted.
Yes.
How many were successful?
Mungu ndiye anajua.
The 500 plus that you just shared up there.
Yeah, and this is the guy but he survived.
He didn't.
Now, kama ulifikiria hii picha nimekuenjoy, this is the actual...
I saw the actual clip, so it was just frozen. The video was just frozen, then graphicked. The guy didn't survive.
Mwembetayari, Mombasa.
Yes. He did not survive.
Anyway, these are things that we can avoid just by talking to each other. True or false?
Very true. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the reason why today we have chosen the theme, Choose You. When you choose you, despite the challenges that will be there, you will be able to overcome whatever curveballs that life throws at you. And in this very early stage, I want to take all of us through that very famous writing called Desiderata. You remember Desiderata? Desiderata. I think it will come in to encourage all of us because we are the children of the universe. We are the children of the universe, and we should not allow ourselves to be bogged down. It was sent to me, I'm not sure exactly in which forum.
Platform gani?
Wacha nitafute ipo mahali.
Ama ndio miaka inaanza kukutoka.
But I'm still very young. I've not even started living.
Okay.
Because which forum was this? But I know we all know the desiderata. If I don't get it here, I will just read it because I can easily get it. So just give me a minute. I should get it.
Two.
Should get it. You've given me two.
You
are very generous.
Yes.
You are very generous. I'll be able to get it in short while. In a short while.
Ikikupiga chenga don't do.
Haiwezi kunipiga chenga, ipo mahali. You know, sometimes we archive a lot of information, but as we are saying, choose you. Choose you. In fact, hashtag, I want everybody to have that as their hashtag. Choose you. Do you choose you? I'm asking you, senior. Have you chosen yourself?
Long time ago.
That's the vibe.
That's why I'm on this bench today. Yep.
Good. Has our producer chosen herself?
She will learn to choose herself.
Our live stream audience,
yes.
Choose you. Okay, I'm almost getting it. Hey, Desiderata, where are you? Is there a way you can search for a file on WhatsApp images?
Yes.
You can type?
Yes.
Really?
Type. Just type.
Let me type.
Haiko.
Desiderata.
Only delete.
Ipo, I don't delete search. It's very valuable to me. I cannot delete it. Let me prove that.
Nani alikutumia?
One of my friends.
You know the name of your friend?
I think I forgot. I'm not sure if it is.
Oh, you've chosen you've forgotten about your friend.
No, I value my friends.
Maybe you may want to forget about it.
No, I don't want us to forget about it. I think it will have formed a very important base in this conversation.
So meanwhile, do I have to bite?
Let's just proceed.
Before we proceed, nataka kuonesha hii video moja.
Yes.
Nimetoa kwa Instagram. Kwa page moja ya majamaa wa mko majuu.
Yes. Onyesha hiyo nione kama nitaipata hii desiderata.
Okay. Lynn, are we together? We are not together? Okay, all right. We are together. Okay, this... I want you to see this.
Yes.
If at all these are the friends that you have, what type of friends are these?
Those are not friends.
No. Look at the video.
I've just seen that video. I mean, this is monkey, and the other monkey...
No, I don't want you to look at it as a monkey.
Yes.
Nataka uone kama wewe ndio huyu umehang na these are friend you have.
It is really very it is deep, and it shows exactly some of the fickleness of life, where unafikiria uko na mtu wako upande wako. Sasa wewe umeninginia karibu na mdomo wa mamba, yeye anakingiza mti uliwe. Okay. Huyo si rafiki.
Nimewachana na mambo ya...
Huyo si rafiki. And it shows how some relations are grounded in falsehood. Such that there are people who, with the slightest opportunity, they'll want you to be eaten by the crocodile. And that is why today we want to really share here and say, first you have to choose you, then ask for the grace of God to give you the intuition of choosing the right people to be around you. Not like that monkey which is trying to break that particular branch so that possibly a monkey friend is eaten by the crocs.
Let me maybe show you what I'm able to see through the monkey story.
Yes.
There are only two monkeys. In other words, maybe you and your possible spouse.
Yes.
Hapo ndio mmefikishana.
Now,
why are people jumping from the top of the buildings?
Depression. Mental instability. And we will be delving deeper into how then can you get yourself out of such situations. And that is why I wanted to take us through the desiderata. I've gotten it, though not as an image. I just want to share this. I know it's not new, ladies and gentlemen, but I just want it to refresh in our memories. I first interacted with the desiderata as a very young boy, back in the 90s. I think it was Either it was in our house wall or in one of our family friends' walls. That's the first time I saw it. But it only came to make meaning to me as an adult. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Desiderata, it says, it's just an encouragement about life.
Read.
Go placidly amidst the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. Even the dull and ignorant, they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexatious to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become bitter or vain, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested, ladies and gentlemen, in your own career, however humble. It's the real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. I repeat, be yourself. Especially, do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love. For in the face of aridity and disenchantment, it's perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. I want to read that. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with imaginings. I repeat, do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, senior, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, and this is the punch. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. No less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And it ends very powerfully. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, guys, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations. In the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. I repeat, in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with yourself, with your soul, with all its charm, drudgery, and broken dreams. It is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. By Max Ehrman.
Ni comment nini
The
hapo
Desiderata.
sasa?
We can pick our conversation from there.
Brian Juma anasema I love this.
Brian, karibu. We want you to choose you first. Embrace the philosophy of the Desiderata. And you'll go placidly amid the chaos and the haste.
Kwenye wajua wewe ni mshairi.
Umeniambia wewe, asanti. Sikujua, naweza anza basi kutunga mashairi sasa.
Kutunga.
Wewe, kutunga bwana.
Be gentle na kila mtu mwanzo.
Start with yourself. Be gentle with you, then you can be gentle with others.
Be gentle with yourself.
Yes.
First. Then kaa na watu vizuri.
Yes. Try as much.
Ukae na
watu vizuri. And amid the noise, have peace.
Find peace
within yourself. Because you are a son or a daughter of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars and every other thing that the Creator has put it in.
Mimi siendi mbali.
Yes.
Afadhali nikuulize tu mapema.
Uliza.
A man anashinda kazini kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni. Anaenda nyumbani anatarajia kupata peace nyumbani, anakuta haipo. What should this man do?
Wow, you are throwing me in the deep end.
Sawa.
You're not being fair. You're throwing me in the deep end. But tupo hapa kujadili. This is a conversation we are having. You go home, you're expecting to find peace and you don't find the peace. That will...
Because only men are throwing themselves.
That will mean two things. It means your peace is attached to somebody else. And that is why the Dissident is very clear. Amidst the noise...
Huyo Dissident ni nani?
It's a man.
The
Desiderata is the name of this presentation, the poem that I've just shared. But it all picks on to the fact that amidst the noise, the anxiety of the world, you can still choose your peace and don't attach your peace to somebody. Like now, answering you directly. You come back home, you don't need to attach this peace to a spouse, to children, or to anything. It is your own peace. Yes, you can reach home, there are chaos, bills have not been paid, or even bills have been paid, but there's a human being there who is trying to stress you. You need to detach from that particular person. One, I would suggest have a conversation with those people, their family. You need to tell them, no, let's create an oasis of peace here. And if push comes to shove and you realize you're not getting this peace here, try and get some counsel from somebody either you respect. And here I'm basing on the spouses. Of course, you can always bring your children to line. It's expected so. But now when it comes to the spouse, you need to agree. Let our home be the safe haven. What I know sometimes happens is people don't have this conversation. You need to have that conversation and agree with your better or significant other, with your partner, and say, we need to create this peace. And you share on what you will do, they share on what they'll do, then you create a compromise that will make that space safe. But I want to emphasize that peace comes within you. Have you ever seen people sleeping in a discotheque? Back in the days or even now, music is booming, or you're in a vehicle, especially these public transport matatus, and there's loud music and somebody is totally asleep. Have you ever witnessed that? Does it happen? What does it tell you? This person who is sleeping has created their own peace and they're ignoring the loud blaring sound and they will sleep. While there are somebody else who say, mnapiga kelele, na shalala. What does that tell you? Even amidst the chaos, you can be peaceful.
Find peace.
You can be peaceful.
Hallelujah.
Amen. We are not free.
That is the VT2 we have for you guys.
You can't be peaceful. That's what we are saying. And when you see there are things that are trying to take away your peace, have a conversations around them. You've brought a good imagery. And all of us in Mombasa and the Kenya as a whole, as men especially, because unfortunately, men have not had safe spaces for them to speak. That is why you see many of them are getting depressed and they are getting to the extreme of mental depression. Because mental depression, ladies and gentlemen, is a disease. It's a condition. You see, sometimes people judge harshly people who commit suicide, but the truth is they always give signals. So it's society that is wearing glasses of wood and they don't see these signals. So I want to encourage everybody listening to us. Be attuned to the people who are close to you. Somebody used to share maybe comments to you on WhatsApp, they talk to you, or even in the office space, and you realize they have changed all of a sudden. Ask them genuinely.
Why?
Why? Hey, senior, what's up? And I like the way sometimes you even ask me, hey, are you okay? But then you will ask something to just see and confirm. Because what does that mean? You go a step further. But unfortunately, society today is so mundane. Hi, morning. Habari yenu? They are not really interested in me.
Ni afadhali kuliko with earphones. Especially kama Nairobi amevaa ile wood na ako na earphones na ako kwa it doesn't care what goes around.
You see?
I've normally said this. worst enemy is your best friend who can't tell you when you are wrong.
You can say that again for our live stream viewers to hear. I've actually, it has opened some bulbs in my head now. My head is up and it has opened some bulbs. That is true.
Your
worst enemy
is your best
friend who doesn't know you. Your best friend or people close to you, they are the first people who should see a change. And they tell you, hey, VTT, you are not okay. And for most of us, psychologically, you'll be able to hear, by the way, niko na pressure mahali. And like a problem half solved is a problem half shared is a problem half solved. It is. But people ignore.
For somebody like this doctor who was recently buried
with the two children. Yes.
I want to believe there are people around him who would have known this thing is going to happen.
I actually listened to the eulogy.
However much they say this was a quiet
calm man. He wasn't calm. He was undergoing mess that people who are close to him couldn't notice. But what we are also saying today, ladies and gentlemen, especially to the men listening to this live stream, find a safe space with other men and speak. There's that person I believe you can always talk to. Talk to them. Our females, fortunately, they are doing better. Of course, they also have their own struggles. But generally, females are attuned to talking to each other. And that helps them a lot. So, fellow men, let us normalize not being okay. It's not all the time you need to tell people that you are fine and you are not. It is not a crime to tell, hey, I'm not okay.
I'm banning here.
I'm banning. I have an auction notice. I don't know what I'll do tomorrow. I might seem that I have all it taken care of, but I don't have it all figured out. But what again we are saying, you can't tell this to everybody. You need to find that person that you are comfortable with, whom you can share this thing. And trust me, the moment you open your mouth and tell somebody close that this is eating me up, that problem is already 60% sorted. But most importantly, and I want to say this early so that if you will not stick with us to the end, but I want you to stick with us to the end of the live stream, is the God factor. When you look at the Dissident, it ends by bringing the God factor, where whatever you deem your God to be, get peace from them. Or get peace from that higher power. Thank you. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of Bustan, home of pizza. Today we are having the chicken tikka and, of course, crystal distilled water from Bustan, and we appreciate. Bring your friends here. Enjoy. Buy one large pizza, get one free.
You can order it ukiwa nyumbani.
Yes.
Na nambari ya kupiga ni 0700
good
929227.
Habari ya mjini ndio hiyo. In fact, if you come and you give my code is just VTT, you will be given even more discounts in regard to any other complimentary that you need. You can be given the pizza with one extra one and free juice.
Kama subscribe kwa VTT ama?
No, they just come and say, we are here courtesy of VTT or Word Cafe. You'll even be given an extra free drink.
All right.
Yes.
Ninarudi pale pa mzazi kukatiza uhai wa watoto na kujikatiza. Being a male parent. Pale mbele iwe ni either gari, ndege, chombo chochote ambacho kinatumia elektroniki wakati mmoja kiko na what we call dashboard. huwa ni display ya kukuonesha is there a problem ama bado tuko sawa.
Kweli.
Unapoendelea kuendesha kama ni gari ama kama ni ndege, zipo zile za green za kukuambia kwamba it's all safe.
Green is always
unaendelea sawa. Unaendelea sawa. Yes. Then when this signal turns orange ama ni yellow, whichever color, amber
depends with the school you went to.
Sawa.
But it's okay.
When this color turns to amber, it means
something
there
is not okay.
Something wrong. Although
not bad,
but
it's not as it's supposed to be.
Yes. Find a safe place. Check.
I love the way you've brought it.
Right.
Find a safe space and check it.
Now, when that signal turns red, it says just stop.
It's bad.
Whether it's safe
bad.
or not safe,
it is bad.
Just stop and check.
Good.
Something is totally wrong.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in our daily life, these signals are there. Our friends are able to see them.
Yes.
They normally see them when they are green. They see them when they change color. And then that's why I'm telling you, your worst enemy is your best friend who will see you change from green
to amber
and doesn't find a safe space to check on you.
True.
Unanipata?
True.
So when the signal in your friend turns red and you come and eulogize your friend, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't help. It doesn't even help.
It doesn't make sense.
It's already a gone case. And we don't want people to get to the red. So let's talk to these people who are at the amber stage. There's a signal of stop and check. This will be my 2 cents. And I'm even speaking to myself.
Yeah. Do you need more water?
Let me take a sip.
Okay.
This is deep. Because we don't want to operate in blame that maybe family didn't notice or friends did notice, you are the first line of defense. You will also know yourself that I'm now on the amber signal. Things are not okay. And my 2 cents will be at this particular point in time. Look critically at the situation that is giving you the distress and address it at that point. If it's a toxic relation, address the toxicity that is in. You cannot continue taking poison and expect to be alive. So avoid the poison.
But I want to talk to this friend.
Let me end on so that my point is not left half-baked. Yes. So as you are your best line of defense, check yourself, address yourself, jiite mkutano, jiondoe kwa kile kitu ambacho kinafanya hiyo signal imeturn from green to amber so that usifike kule kwa red. Unaporuhusu ufike kule kwa red ndio unapata watu wanajirusha. Unapata watu wanakunywa dawa. Unapata watu wanauana. Yule polisi alimshoot mpenziwe kisha akamfuata hospitali akammaliza bullet 14. Angalia hiyo hasira yote. So you cannot solve something when you are not here. So when you are in the yellow light, the amber light, move and check yourself. In checking yourself, you can choose therapy. You can choose the safe space to talk to somebody. Or you can choose to walk away from that which is distressing. It could be a job that is really bringing you down. It could be somebody that is really bringing you down. But one thing which I know for sure is that when you choose to handle a problem, you will be able to get a solution. And even the good book tells us, let the weak say they are strong. So it's during this time that you have to even tell yourself, I am not the first one to experience this thing because nothing new is under the sun. So you will then be able to start liberating yourself. Make the first move for getting yourself out of any tricky, thick situation. That is what I will advise. And that is what I do myself. Because you cannot solve a problem if you have not acknowledged and appreciated that I'm in the amber. I'm in the amber zone. And the way you presented it well, take yourself candle, check yourself. Then it's in checking yourself that you can then be able to even get support that you need. But you are your first line of defense.
There are these steps, maybe, they may help. I have a friend as VTT. VTT is normally green. When VTT is green, he will give you a call maybe once a week, twice a week. Now VTT has gone for 2 months without a call. That in itself, it's not red,
It's a sign.
but the color has changed.
The color has changed. It's not normal. You meet me and you know how I vibe, and now I'm greeting you coldly. How are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Yes, I'm saying I'm fine, but you can clearly see I'm not okay.
Niko sawa. Habari ya tangu juzi sawa tu. Vipi bro, poa tu. You know, something is not adding up. Now, actually at this particular point, a good friend will be able to note that some light is turning color.
It's not the normal color.
Yes. Help this person out. And some help may not need money, may not need...
Do you know, senior, most help doesn't need money. Most. Do you know that? Unfortunately, society thinks that help is monetary. Yes, monetary is needed sometimes, but sometimes, or not sometimes, in most cases,
Just
even when this close person to you identifies that there's a problem with you, do you know it starts to give you a solution? Because, oh, at least Fred has noted I'm not okay. So it means I need to fix this. Already the journey has begun. And I really like the way you're encouraging all our viewers and even ourselves here. Start by acknowledging that you do not seem right. What could be eating you up? The conversation has begun. And as long as people talk, solutions are found. Solutions will be found. Because even when we talk to God and tell him of what is distressing us, see, that's when solutions are found. Because God will also see, my son, my daughter is speaking to me. And that is why then there's need for having deep relations.
I don't know how you will take this,
yes,
but I find it to be true somehow.
Share, please.
When a man marries a woman, this woman, according to me, this woman knows that I will find peace. Unasikia?
In this man.
Yes, I will find peace. So, I want to advise, sijui kama ni sawa, lakini, dear men.
Give us the submission.
Niangalia.
Yes.
Dear men.
Aya, ndio huyo mimi. Niko hapa, boy child.
This girl child.
Yes.
Anajua atapata peace kwako.
Kutoka kwako.
Hatarajii kuprovide peace. Okay. Hapo sijui kama nimekupoteza.
Mimi nakupata, lakini nitasema haifai iwe hivyo.
Mimi ninakusaidia.
Okay.
Anajua anaenda kupata
amani
peace
kutoka kwako.
Listen to how parents advise during, you know, I do wedding videos most of time.
Professionally.
Yes. I do wedding videos.
Yes.
And when you are editing, you go through all the said sentiments or whatever advice.
Before now you edit
yes,
and package it in the film.
Mostly you will find parents from the bride's side saying, our daughter has been ABCD
taken
since she was young, blah, 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 blah. So please don't harass her, don't. And get it from the bride, from the groom's side, you will hear, hey, our daughter, welcome. Nobody talks about this
the son.
boy. All right.
The son is expected to have figured it out.
So all the mindset is that this child, this girl child, should find
peace
in this boy.
She's
not bringing peace.
I think it's an assumption that she's also bringing peace.
Don't assume.
That's why they say we've taken good care of her, we took her to school, she's so well baked.
Umeona kama amekonda mahali?
Hapana.
Umemuona na alama? What does it mean?
Ako sawa.
Endelea na kazi nzuri. Yeye anakuja kutafuta kuendelea kwake vizuri. She's not bringing anything to you.
She's supposed to equally bring the peace.
She's supposed to, but she's not. Sawa.
So we have to change that.
Now,
we have to change that narrative.
Mimi kama saisi nimeshaoa mrembo, pambanya zangu za mtaani zikikamilika jioni, I'm expecting nipate peace. No, she's expecting to find peace.
Okay, let's take it from that angle. Okay, maliza basi.
So ninapokuja na hakuna peace, ndio unaona mtu anaishi second floor, lakini unaona ni kama anatoka anashikashika mkono kwa mfuko, anaanza kwenda third floor, ni kama anasalimia neighbor na hajuani na mtu third floor, anaenda fourth,
ama aenda kibarazani sasa ukakae kule, ndio kidogo kidogo unajipata unakula mogoka.
Nakupa story.
Yes.
Ameenda paka amejifikisha 6. Okay?
Yes.
Amefikiria huko ndio amani iko. I don't know why people think that when I die then I will find peace. Wale wamefariki wakaenda watuambii kama kuna peace.
Of course they have never come back, so we cannot tell that.
We don't know. Najua kulingana na maandiko ya vitabu kwamba kama ulitenda mazuri,
utaenda mahali pazuri.
Utaenda mahali pazuri. Kama ulitenda mabaya kuna mahangaiko.
Utapambana na hali yako.
So hiki kitendo cha kujirusha kutoka ghorofa ya 6, sijui kama utakuwa umetenda vizuri.
That is a debatable thing. What I know is
usiende mbali, rudi hapa kwa boy child na girl.
Ndio tunakuja hivyo.
Anzi hapo.
We narrow it down there.
Hata usiende Kibarani ati ndio uje Kisauni. Twende tu Kisauni, tuanzie Kisauni.
Ideally, when two people come together in a marriage setup, they need to complement each other. And that is why even premarital sessions are important to share with all these couples on expectations, so that they can have similar expectations. But as I mentioned earlier, the best line of defense is you. And if you will bring peace, chances are you will also help the other person to be peaceful. So we need to strive on that, and that is why the overriding thing in every association, be it marital, social, corporate, is supposed to be based on goodwill and love. Because when you love, you will not be selfish. When you love, you will care. When you love, you will not want to hurt the other person. So love needs to cover, and that's why it actually says, the good book, that love covers a multitude of sins. So that is one of the key things that is needed to enshrine the peace. So love self first. You know, there are people who don't love themselves. So they want to eject their poison on every person they meet. So they end up being toxic people. So ensure you don't get to big person by you not being toxic in the first place. So that becomes
a toxic person will
bring the toxicity to the other person.
Another person ambaye amekuwa toxified. Yani inaitwa anointing of association.
So you find toxic people.
Mtu wa mogoka,
unapatana na watu wengine.
Ukiingia tu mahali kama Nyali, utajua mahali pa mogoka.
You have a point, and it happens because you will always attract your like. But we are looking here at situations where now we want to ensure that people are putting themselves first, they are choosing themselves, and by choosing themselves, by extension, they will influence the people around them in the right way. And that is why we are saying, all of you listening to us, first be at peace with you. Then you will largely transfer this peace to the others. And you will always see this depending with the people's temperament. If you are at peace with yourself, or I'm at peace with myself as VTT, chances are I will not want to mess around with you. I'll equally want you to be peaceful. And if you are not peaceful and you're trying to bring your distress to me, I will try to calm you. So that at the end of the day, we are vibing right. The only time I will choose to walk away is when I realize I'm trying to make both of us peaceful and you don't want. That one merits the walking away. You get? So, in the way we are living today, there's a lot of things that potentially will bring a lot of pressure to us. What we are supposed to do is to subscribe to a few important things. And you know, senior, life has very few important things. And unfortunately, many times we become so trivial in a lot of other things that do not matter. That is why you'll see some people will borrow money to buy things to impress people who don't care about them. Some people think they will find peace in things. Things don't give peace. We've had billionaires committing suicide, taking overdoses of drugs, and yet they have all the money in the world. So it means peace is a state of mind. I repeat, peace is a state of mind. That is why you can sleep in a noisy vehicle, because you've already chosen the state of mind that you want to be in. People might be watching football in a stadium and you are not hearing a sound until when a goal goes in and people are like, "God," they're like, "What is happening?" And all the while they were screaming. Why? You'd already switched off from them and maybe you're just in your own space, doing your own things, and you'll be good at that. Take yourself back in the days in school when we will do preps and there are people making noise and you will not hear a thing. And equally, you will hear everything because you have attuned to it. So what are we saying? The greatest power, the greatest line of defense is you choosing the state of mind that you want to be in, choosing the things that will endear with your valid ideals. Today, one of the key things that is making people even have lifestyle diseases is the fact that people want to go, or rather to bite what they cannot chew, to cut clothes with material they don't have. So it starts by you defining what is happiness to you. I'm very sure right now, Fred, if I'm to ask you what constitutes your happiness, it's very different from mine. Because both of us have things that are unique to us that make us happy. Choose those. Subscribe to those. I'm not a football fan. And I'm surrounded by people who are football enthusiasts. And sometimes they wonder why I'm not excited about football. And I always tell them,
so why are you not excited about football?
It's not my thing. I'm attuned to, say, watching movies. I will enjoy watching movies. I know of a niece of mine who doesn't even like watching television. So what am I saying? All of us have things that will excite us. And my 2 cents will be, my submission will be, focus on those things. Say, for example, you get a lot of joy in the work that you do. Focus there. But at the end of the day, create a balance. One of the things that push people to the brink is because God created us to be social beings. So as much as we remain socially attuned to others, you first choose you, then you attune to the rest. Because by nature, by default, we need people around us. That is why we always say no man is an island. But it starts by you living in what we call a maniacal kind of life, where you are choosing things such that you will remain with only a few things that matter and create your happiness around that.
So in other words, create your own island of peace.
Yes, your own oasis. Choose your friends. Do not let your friends choose you. I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't know. What do you think?
That's why I'm asking. Choosing your friends as opposed to letting your friends choose you basically means wewe mwenyewe utaamua unataka nani wakuzunguke. Because the people who surround you will give you the energy that you need. Either positive or negative. So you do that. You cannot choose family, but you can choose how much time you spend with family. These are deliberate choices.
Hapo kwa family.
Yes.
Kuna hii imagination ya spending quality time in a family as a man who is supposed to be out there and hustle. Then you maybe have a day out of work, a day or two. Then this time you are supposed to spend quality
time with family.
Ukijipima unakuta amani inapotea.
Ukiwa pale.
Ukiwa pale.
Talk to us, eh?
Are you supposed to fix yourself there because watu watanionaje?
Umeleta swala nzuri. Create a balance. You see, if say you've been working for a whole month and now you have 2 days which you want to spend with family, and when you are there you feel you are detached, it means you are losing on the balance. And life is about balance. So every day, one of the key things we all have to strive, even I, is to create a balance between provision and cohesion within the family. So the provision is needed, because without provision, cohesion will lack. There are realities that must be addressed. There are recurrent bills that must be paid. So yes, strive on provision, but maintain the cohesion by being involved in the day-to-day operations. Then speak. You know, sometimes we don't speak what we also find important to us, especially to the people around us. And I want to encourage all of us, let us normalize speaking about the things we feel we care about. It is not wrong to tell your children, this is how I want you to do things. It is not wrong to have in fact, it is advisable to have a conversation with your spouse on, this is how I want us to live. Let us not follow dogmas and how things have been done before and it doesn't suit you. You are the one to choose. So when you choose these things, then you share them with the people close to you. You start creating the tone of your life. Look at what happened to even the late Prince Diana and Prince Charles of Wales. They started lacking peace, and that led to their divorce. Any case of divorce will always tell you there was something lacking in matters peace. So, the other thing I will suggest strongly is seeing the lights, the pointers that something is not right and addressing them. Unfortunately, sometimes we assume, and it's assumption that is the mother of tragedies. I repeat, assumption is the mother of tragedies. Because people assume things, they see the signs and the signals, they say it's going to be okay. Then it keeps building, it keeps building. It takes us from the normal green light now to the red, where now we have resentment. And that's why you see where there is resentment now, there is hate.
There's death.
A hate which leads to death. Because look at this. You once cared about this person. Now you resent this person. And when you resent, all the sense in your head blocks. And now the only thing your mind wants is attack. Attack and revenge. And they say revenge is best served chilled. And that's why you see people shooting each other 14 times. Somebody stabbing somebody 19 times. Somebody you once celebrated. We don't want it to reach there. So how do we avoid it reaching there? Not the resentment. And don't allow situations to escalate to resentment. So have the conversation early. See a pointer, speak. I don't like this. Early. It will be corrected. Samaki mkunje angali mbichi.
Hawa samaki wa saa hii wanaingia baharini walishakauka.
Don't run with that notion ati wameingia baharini washakauka.
Okay.
Yes. Utaweza kumkunja.
I choose me all the way, anytime. That is Jen White.
Jen, choose you. When you choose you, it makes the environment right to choose others. It has to be deliberate.
Ryan asema
choose you. I can see one of our producers smiling. Choose you.
Anasema Rayana says self-love. Self-love. I choose me.
Yes. Rayana, choose you. Self-love.
Hakuna kungoja kupenda.
Claire Atieno following Kinley. Claire, kindly choose you. Please.
Hakuna tu ndoa ni kuvumilia.
Mambo ya kuvumiliana ndio watu wanauana bwana.
I think if the wife can know how to find peace
in her, she will also make you get peace.
Na huyu jamaa ajue kupata peace. Mkileta hizi pieces pamoja,
they become a big happy peace. You see, let me tell you one thing.
Tell me two things.
I want to tell you one. Many times tunaanza vizuri, alafu tunaruhusu the things that don't matter to take center stage. Never let a minor thing become major. Let the major things remain major. Tuangalie kwa mfano, tunafanya biashara. Biashara hazifanyi vizuri, COVID imekuja ikatatiza kidogo. Ni lazima ufanye ile kitu tunaita readjustment and realignment. R&R in short.
Okay.
Let us all learn to practice R&R. You used to have maybe an income of 100K. It's no longer coming. You cannot continue practicing the lifestyle of 100,000. So readjust and realign accordingly. I love this story that was shared on the Singleton Stories by Biko Zulu. This lady Muimbaji, Sanaipei Tande. When NTV, Nation FM closed its station in 2015, she was living in a house, she was paying 55,000 in Kilimani. And all of a sudden, the revenue stopped coming because the entire radio station closed. I love the way she was candid, and she shared this on national TV, that she really didn't know what to do. So you can imagine, from a house she was paying 55,000, she went and started lodging a guest house where she was paying 1,500 a night.
1,500?
She realized she cannot sustain that life.
So which because she was to 45?
She wasn't doing it like every night. I think at some point she was crashing in relatives' places. Because at that time she was trying to become a karaoke host in a number of clubs in Nairobi. What did she do? She had to swallow her pride, realigned herself, and she went back to her parents' house. Because it needed, and she says if she couldn't have done that, she was going to sink. Because all the while she was sleeping in this lodging, she was disturbed. I had a beautiful life, a beautiful home, money coming in. So she had to realign. And eventually in her realignment, while in her mama's house, opportunities finally came in acting, which revamped her. And she had learned her lessons.
Next time nitakuuliza swali kuhusu ego. Ego inamaliza watu?
Ego inamaliza
kama
watu.
Uja notice time.
Wacha ndio tufunge kipindi vizuri. So realignment and readjustment. Lazima tufanye hivyo. Na hizi ni vitu za continuous. Because kuna wakati tunaweza kuwa tumecreate piece yetu ikaja ikakorogwa na kitu fulani. So una realign, una readjust.
Bottom line, find peace.
Si ndio katika hiyo realignment and readjustment utakuwa unatafuta nini? Peace. We have seen people who once had successful empires. Without peace, this empire is breaking. With peace, the empire gets maintained. And even there are those who now, they leave the empire. The empire is still there. But because it's not peaceful, they say, no, I'd rather calm down and find my own peace. Because when you find your own peace, you will influence positively the people who come to you. That is why you'll realize there are people you hang around with, you don't want to stop because they give you vibe, they give you energy. And there are people you spend 2 minutes with, you feel like you are so heavy, your spirit is so heavy and it becomes even sorrowful because they don't come in peace. Shun away from such people. Spend with them very little time, if you have to, because some of them, we might not avoid meeting them, but spend the least of time with them.
Am I allowed to, before I greet you, my first question should be, do you come in peace?
It's proper. That is why the good book tells me, my peace I leave you, my peace I give you. So ask them, VTT, do you come in peace? By the way, what is a greeting? A genuine greeting is a sign of peace. How are you, senior? Do you come in peace? We need to normalize these things. Of course, it's not just a verbal sense. It's a feeling. Remember, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. You know,
spiritual beings
having a human experience.
Oh, okay.
You know, sometimes we just say we are human beings. No, we are spirit beings. We vibrate. Even before you meet somebody, have you ever felt nimekutana na huyu mtu nikasikia tu nimeshtuka, damu imeenda mbio, because we are spirit beings. And in most cases ukishtuka inamaanisha ule mtu hayuko sawa,
spirit zimegongana. Vititi fungua kanisa.
But unfortunately we assume. We assume, and that's why sometimes even tunamaliza. That's why sometimes you have a feeling of, you know, your spirit is battling, but you choose to go that direction, and something bad happens. By the way, I think God was trying to give me a sense. Why? Because we are spirit beings having a human experience.
Hallelujah.
Don't trap me. I want to remain peaceful. Choose peace, ladies and gentlemen.
Choose you.
Choose you. You'll thank me later. You are truly Vincent the Trainer here. Always a pleasure. Let's make this world a better place. And you don't need a big broom to sweep the world. Let us just sweep our small spaces the same way I'm going to sweep this pizza nicely.
Nice.
Yes. You see, now we are creating our peace. We come to Bustan, we share this good stuff, we eat pizza, we drink water, we talk these conversations, we go back home, we sleep peacefully. And there's nothing as a clean conscience. It's the softest pillow. So always ensure that you have a clear conscience in what you do. You will be peaceful.
So instead of somebody choosing to take his own life, choose to keep your own life first.
Keep your own life first. Problems, ladies and gentlemen, are temporary. There is nothing permanent. Situations change. So don't make permanent decisions for temporary problems. Do you remember the problems you're battling in 2015? Do you?
No, I don't.
Were you having problems in 2015?
They were small.
But were you having problems?
But they were small.
Because right now you can't even remember them. But yeah, I'm very sure we had problems in 2015. We don't remember them. But at that time you thought, oh, now my world is dark. Oh, I don't know. Come and help me. You survived. Choose peace. Choose you. Problems you're having in 2020. When 2020 started and people are getting in the houses, hey, don't touch me. Let me go and shower first. Sanitize. Do they still fret us?
May God keep you.
Choose you, man. Choose you, girl. See you at the finish line. No, tuna sanitize, lakini uoga ulipungua. Si tumedungwa Moderna ama wewe ni AstraZeneca? Ama Sputnik ile ya Russia. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Word Cafe. Choose you.
Leo sisemi kitu.
Choose you.
Maliza twende. Vititi Mungu anagoa.
Tukule hii pizza. Haya. Asanteni producers. Mekata waya.